It was in 1969 when Augusta, Georgia residents from the Hyde Park community were given an urgent warning from the Richmond County Health Department. The warning signs and flyers said, "Do not drink the well water. Do not eat food that is grown in your garden or in any other area in your community. Wear gloves, long sleeve shirts, and long pants when working in the yard. Do not allow children to play in the dirt, standing pools of water, or ditches. Keep windows closed at all times if possible." Why such an urgent warning? For decades, Hyde Park has been in the middle of an industrial zone in which companies such as Goldberg Brothers, a mega scrapyard, heavily polluted the air, water, and soil with toxic, hazardous chemicals. Several environmental studies have found high levels of these chemicals in Hyde Park's water and soiling, putting all the residents at a great risk of getting cancer, chronic diseases, and learning disabilities linked to these chemicals. Since then, the many residents of this predominantly poor African American community could not afford to move away from this chemical assault and environmental injustice. For over 4 decades, many have lived in this cesspool of contamination. Many have died, become disabled, and chronically sick from this cesspool. It was not until October 2012 when the Richmond County Engineering Department and Housing Economic Development finally approved a 2-year plan to relocate 130 to an environmentally safer part of the city. To date, only 40 families have been relocated. There have been many delays and excuses from officials. It appears that the urgency is not there, and the target date for its completion has become unclear. See the environmental injustice for yourself as community organizer Charles Utley of Blue Ridge Environmental Defense League takes you on a brief tour of Hyde Park and interviews a couple of residents who are still waiting to get out of this cesspool of contamination.
This is the entry into the Hyde Park community along the roadway. And as you can see, debris is everywhere alongside the road. The first thing you see when you come into the community will be this ditch line with the white creamy substance. This is on the corner of Oregon and Willow Street, where some of the homes have been relocated out of the Hyde Park area. And as you can see, some of the lots have been cleaned, and still there are some houses that are just sitting here. And as you can see, right across the street are still residents waiting to be relocated, and there are homes that are boarded up, and all of this is eyesore, and the ditches are overgrown as well in some of these areas. Another empty home on Willow Street, and as you can see, it's just vacant, and there's a lot of debris all around it. All of these homes have been empty for a while, and these are most of them in the area now were relocated, and the others are still waiting. You have this empty home here. It's just a blighted area now and waiting to be torn down by the city. Vandalism has destroyed a lot of these homes while they're waiting for relocation. This is just more of the same type of debris piled up in front of this home, and the other people are having to live waiting to be relocated. This is Leona Street and Danbos Road, and what we'll do, we'll take a ride down this street, which is the primary street that has not been relocated. I'm going up, this is Darlington, who is a resident here in Hyde Park, who has been living here for over 40 years. Ms. Darlington, what do you think about this situation taking you so long to get out of this neighborhood?
I don't know why it's taking us so long, because we should have been the homeowners should have been the first one to move from out here, and then the renter. Because the homeowners ain't been, the renters hadn't been out here 45 years or 43 years. We've been living in this place for 43 years, and the renters hadn't been out here that long. And I'm trying to find out why. I would like to know why it's taking us so long to get from out here.
I'm with Mr. Kimball here on Leona Street, and Mr. Kimball, can you tell me some of your expressions about still being here, located on Leona Street with so much going on? I see you have some empty lots. I see you have burned houses. I see you still have your neighbors here. Can you give me an idea how it feels to still be here waiting for relocation?
Well, I feel like we've just been forgotten about after all the promises that the commissioners have made, and we're still here.
Okay.
And the condition is getting worse. We haven't been doing nothing to our homes because we thought we'd been gone by now. So we got a lot of concerns out here. Roof needs fixing. If you go up and down the street, you see a lot of people putting torch on the house because it's leaking. Matter of fact, I'm beginning to have water leaks in my house. I have a handicapped brother in there, and we need to go. Since he's been born, really.
Okay.
And these are the conditions we got to live with him.
Okay.
Like I mentioned earlier, central unit went out, and I went there, put a new one in,
Exactly.
and it's hot.
Okay.
It's getting worse, and look at this ditch. It's awful. The city get on us by cutting our grass, and look at their grass.
And this is your driveway
This is
here.
my driveway.
And this is the ditch that the water is not flowing anywhere.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Mr. Kimball. Is there anything else you'd like to let the world know about your situation?
They're taking too long, and it's a shame the way they're treating us out here.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
For more information, contact community organizer Pastor Charles Utley of Blue Ridge Environmental Defense League.